Hi, everybody. As usual, I forgot to text Libra Lori, and I will. How is everybody? Okay, let me... Hi, you guys. I can't see any names, so I know you're there, though. Hi, guys. Hi. All right, let's find... I've got to find my page. I've got so many texts. Hi, you guys. Okay. All right, there we are. How is everybody? Okay. Oh my gosh, I look cute. I have been sleeping in this top for 3 days. Ooh, North Carolina over there. 3 days I've been sleeping in this top. Yep, that's right. Tangling my necklaces, throwing makeup on over makeup, trimming my hair a bit in different areas, and that's what I've been doing. I've also been wearing the same pants and everything. That's what I've been doing. I've been getting up early, going, I know. Hi, you guys. Hi. I know, right? I crawl into bed wearing this. I do wash my makeup off like every third day. Probably not good, right? Okay, you guys are so nice. Everybody's been sending me such nice messages. All of that kind of stuff. Such nice messages, such good, good, oh my God, birthday cards, gifts, bracelets, tons of them, beautiful things, lovely things, checking on me, all of that. So it's been super awesome. And my friends have been taking good care of me. I have to show you a cute picture. This is a little puppy I had lunch with. No, I had dinner with this little puppy. He's really cute. He likes cheese. The secret to his love for me is cheese. I hide the cheese in my pockets, and he loves me. He's a cheese dog. Let me find his little picture. He's so cute. Okay, he's so cute. This is him. Can you see him? His name is Ash. He's a little cheese dog. He loves his cheese. He was my new friend. So yeah, cheese. That's it. He likes crackers, he likes salami, he likes chicken, he likes everything, but I had cheese. So Ash, the little cheese dog, he comes over, he gives love for cheese. This is kind of like, in exchange for love, I want cheese. So he was like that. He was really cute. So my friends have been very good. The kids have been, Jack is wild. Tulip, again, I think I said this last one. She went to the vet. She has a new spot in the house so that she can keep her eye when baby Jack comes and goes. Because baby Jack goes, I know. Jack goes with Lila and Kenna and Jason. And then he hangs out at the other house and then comes over to our house. And so Tulip has her eyes on the front door. And she's kind of hidden there so she can see when baby Jack rascals in. Because that baby Jack, yeah, he's getting big. Yeah, cheese for boyfriends. That's right. Yeah, I know. Cheese for boyfriends. Oh my God, I have so many wonderful stories. I know, dogs love cheese, really. Actually, people love cheese. Who are we kidding? I love cheese. Yeah, I know. Let's see. It's 4:50 in my county. I'm supposed to be, 4:50 a.m. or, yeah, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, so I wanted to tell you a really good story, a super good story. I'm looking to see if my lights are okay. Lettuce is good. I love lettuce too. Let me see if this light, as I leave set, do you think the light's okay? Should I go over here? Hold on. Let's see if that works. I can see in the shadow with the light. Okay, I don't know if that worked or not. Okay, so yeah, you guys are all so nice. Yes, it's been exactly a month since Keithy passed, so I'm still numb, in case people care. I keep looking at people like, why do they have the sad face on their face? Because I can't even. Thank you. Yeah, Marilyn's great. I can't even feel anything. But what I will tell you is a really cool story. So I will tell you this really, really neat story. Neat. There's a word from 1970s. Yeah, it's been a month. The 29th has been a month. And yeah, it's great. We did get on the news. Keithy died. Somebody asked what happened to Keith. We don't know what happened to him. Apparently, he just went off the road on his motorbike on a flat road because, that's what people do. Actually, there was an accident 2 days ago on the same road. Oh my God, Jana, thank you. I'm laughing. I'm just going to send that back to your daughter in the way of lipstick, right? Because when depressed, what do? I go to Estelle looking for lipstick or face cream. Of course, I'd have to actually shower, so I'll just put the lipstick over. Thank you so much, Jana. Thank you. What was I going to say? I was going to say there was a young kid that left the motorcycle shop maybe the 27th, maybe 2 days before Keithy's month anniversary. And he was going down the straight street. It was called Mason in Chatsworth. He was going down the street straight. And then, yeah, thank you. Thanks, Jana. So much. Thank you. Anyway, the kid was going down the street and somehow he hit, they said a pole clotheslined him. I guess that's like when you get caught by the pole. But the point is, how did that kid end up on the side of the road? And they first reported it as a hit and run, and then the same thing again. No, it was rider error. So I have a feeling that the police in certain cases will do rider error. They'll say it's rider error. But here's like a good story. Not all police are like that. The first police officer I talked to probably shouldn't have been the one I talked to because it was 40 minutes after Keith died and we don't know what happened. Yeah, clothesline that. Yeah, I know. How are you getting off the road? This was another kid though. This wasn't Keith. This young man's name was, I don't know what this young man's name was, but I think it was, yeah, I'm not sure what it was. Melody sent me, Melody sent me the thing. But my point was, my friend Staci came over on Friday, and Staci is an homicide cop from Los Angeles. So she works Inglewood and she works Crenshaw. I hope I'm getting that right. And there was another bike accident 3 days before Keith. Anyway, Staci, my homicide police friend, came over and took the time all day to show me what I needed to ask for our meeting on Tuesday, what things the police can and can't do, and all of those things. So she sat down and told me what they do in these instances, what they can do, and what I should do, which is really great because I need guidance because, of course, as we know, there are some people that don't want to be bothered. There's something going on with motorcycles. I know Staci's super cool. So when everybody's hating the police, Staci's the one down there. And by the way, she's never shot anybody. She doesn't do weird shit that we see in the news. She's not like that. And she's good. And she's always helped with my boys. So when those boys were doing naughty things in high school, she would call me up and say, this is what we can do. This is what we can look like, whatever. And it was so great. So she's awesome. Anyway, little Staci, and she's not little, she's tall and very athletic. And she also brought me cake. So I've been eating cake since Friday. I'm gonna have to kick her ass for that one because of the cake fix. And then she got me this beautiful gift certificate where you take Keithy's clothes and you put them on, you sew them together. Anyway, they make a quilt out of it. So Staci, she is very good Los Angeles homicide, I'm going to say cop, police officer, and an excellent friend and super kind. And also she loves her blonde buzz cut hair, but she puts, her hair is like so shaved here and then she leaves it up here like this. I'm not that brave yet, but I may get there. Yeah, with the shirts, right? Yeah, she brought me the gift certificate for that. But she also literally listed for me what I will need when I talk to the police on Tuesday, what they can and can't do, what they may do, what I should ask for. And then I'm just looking to see if I can find a picture of Staci here, which she's probably going to hate me for doing that, but I'm going to put her little, I've showed you her picture before many times. Let's see. I have to find one where it's just Staci on the picture so that I can take her picture. Okay. Well, this is quite a quite a note, but this is Staci. This is one of LA's finest homicide detectives right here. This one in her tall blondness with her pink hair. She doesn't have pink hair right now, but that's her. She's one of the best in there. She's not a maniac. She's a kind person. Thank you for that. Yeah, Staci's, and we used to run together, but she's far more the athlete than me. Yeah, she's a badass. She is a badass. She is like literally in Inglewood. She is badass, and she deals with the homicides. So nothing. See, if you have, I figure because she deals with so many things that are in a extreme in her neighborhood, I figure as a police officer, she focuses on knowing what's important to go after and what isn't important to go after. I think maybe some people don't, like maybe they're beginner cops or something and there's a problem. Yeah, she's good, but she took the time. She knew Keithy when he was little. He wanted to be like Staci. Keithy and Jason wanted to be in the police force, the FBI, you know, the military, all of that kind of stuff. So every time they saw Staci, it was like, how do we get to be like that? What do we have to do that, which was great. I haven't been running so much because people call me late to go meet them where Keithy, at Keithy's Cross on the side of the road, they call me late to go there. So then if I get home at midnight or 1, I'm, Moldavite is the best. I am sound asleep, just like in the morning. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I will be running this week. I have to get back in shape and I will, thank you so much. Thank you guys. I am taking one of Keithy's friends to Palm Springs when I was supposed to take both Keithy and him, Marvin, his fighter friend. So I'm taking them to Palm Springs. Obviously it's going to be end of October, November for them to do that kick-ass hike. Okay, kick-ass hike, kick-ass. Cactus to Clouds, Google it, you all. It's 130 out there. I can't go right now. It's way, way too hot. So yeah, I know. I'm kind of in my routine. Sometimes I sleep a lot. Weird. Yeah, well, I've known Marvin since he's 5. This five-year-old little Marvin. And he's athletic, so that's great. And yeah, so we'll train up until like October, November. And by train, I mean, he's strong. Obviously, he's 24. I mean, please, he's going to be stronger, but he'll be able to get up that hill good. Oh, Vancouver, my people, my Canadians. I think on the Canadian side. Yeah, Keith's friends are all really great. And we are trying to figure out, I got bits and pieces. Paige had a really good dream. I should read you guys Paige's dream. I don't know, she might kill me if I read it, but Paige texted me this morning and she had the best dream ever. This was part of her dream. Paige gets a lot of work, like a lot of info, a lot of insight into what happened, because again, I'm numb. So if you ask me to read for you, I can get stuff, but then otherwise I'm like, I have no idea. Anyway, Paige, you wrote me that, Keithy's little Paige, she said, Keith and Jason and one of Keith's friends came to me in my dreams last night. Keith was telling me he didn't want to die. He kept saying he was being chased. At the end of my dream, him and I were running from something down the street. It was so bizarre, but it felt freaking real. We went to the bike shop, also in my dream, and he kept saying I never wanted to die. But in my dream, it was like we were both in heaven looking down at other people. And she put, I didn't see anything behind. I was too scared to look. Keith told me to run, so I followed. We were on a big open street, and out of nowhere, he said we have to run, so we started running. He was staying in a back house, and that's where Jason was, and we ran to that house, and his friend came too. And then she said, Keith wasn't doing anything wrong, though. He walked me through everything. We were at the bike shop, then we got chased, then we went back to the house. And the whole time Keith kept saying I didn't want to die, and then that was my dream. So that was her dream. Yeah, Keith was at the bike shop. I mean, in real life, he was at the bike shop. He'd gone to pick his bike up at the bike shop. So yeah, that's a shop. That's where the other two accidents were coming from that are, yeah, well, he's going to go to Paiges because Paiges always been super psychic. I can pick up nothing. I saw him in my dream. Well, I laid down this afternoon after I got back in, but I saw him in my dream, but he was being pushed out of a car in somewhere like Tennessee, which I don't know what that means because he's not in Tennessee, obviously. And we weren't in Tennessee, so I don't know what that means. Oh, there you go, 1920s movie music. He probably was. But yeah, so he was at the bike shop. It's called Wheels in Motion, and it's in Chatsworth. The other kid that died on the 25th or 6th, he was at the bike shop as well, riding his bike home. It was reported immediately as a hit and run, as was Keith. And then suddenly within an hour, it's decided, no, it's not hit and run. It's, what is it? Rider error. Although we do have the police reopening because there was eyewitness to a van pulling over and saying, I'm so sorry I didn't see him, which is like, what the fuck are you pulling up to the site? I know, it's very sketchy. The other, yeah, I know. Well, the energy is so freaking weird last night. So I picked up Deanna last night, me and Deanna. It's literally Keith left the bike shop, according to George, about 1 p.m. and he was dead by 1:08. So he left the bike shop and he was literally dead. We'll say 1:10. So it took him 10 minutes to die, literally. Like from the bike shop to where he was on the road. So that's what I do know. And that's weird. Tennessee here. Yeah, that was in my little dream. I have no idea if there's a connection to the bike shop. Yeah, I have no idea what that is at all, but I guess we'll find out because you know me, I can't let things go. I got to be the bitch that's like a dog with a bone and I'm not going to let go. No matter what, I felt right away that there was something that wasn't right. And my friend, of course, Arlene was with me. The street is hugely open. Deanna walked the neighborhood with me like a crazy person. Oh, Tennessee number plates. That's a good, I didn't even think of that. You guys think good. My brain doesn't think properly, but I've been so scattered. And then randomly, I went to see Izzy today and she changed out some of my earrings. So I put a little blue flower and I moved my spider right there. So in the midst of being in that area, because it's right around the corner from my favorite piercing shop and my favorite person. So I went to see Izzy and privately. So there you go. And anyway, so Deanna and I went last night because we went to meet one of Keith's friends that I've never met. That was somebody he tried to keep separate from his mother. Anyway, she reached out to me. So, Keith's up there going, God, would you stop talking to my friends? But she was most helpful in a lot of ways too. And we were waiting out there. It was pretty dark and there were motorbikes racing up and down the street, just going like really fast up and down the street past Deanna and I, because we parked in the side street and walked up because you don't want to park on that street. Anyway, these motorbikes are racing and like they didn't just veer off the road randomly. The cars are going like literally 100 down there and they're not veering off the road. So it was very interesting. Anyway, where Keith's Cross is by the Buddhist monastery. So I was busy just sitting there waiting for someone connected to the bike shops. There you go. I was waiting for Keith's friend to show up, and it was like 9:30, quarter to 10, whatever. It's pretty dark out there and pretty sketchy neighborhood, as in there's no sidewalk, this kind of thing. People can't see you. Buddhist temple, you can hear the chanting outside coming through the pipes. Suddenly I'm looking towards it and Deanna goes, is that somebody, a woman over there? Because that rock's moving, right? And I was like, what rock? And it looked like a rock. It was this person who was dressed like a woman but was a man, but looked like a cyclops. That's really weird. Anyway, he had like really unusual eyes going weird. And then it looked like he should have had a third eye. That's just my opinion. And he walked by us and he was very enthralled with the chanting, so he was listening listening to the chanting, and Deanna and I kind of moved back, and it's pitch black, and we're watching him, and he gets up to the cross and he's doing something. So I'm like, yeah, no, he looked like, that's what he looked like. And I'm going, to me in my head, I'm like, he's a cyclops. This is what I'm thinking. But anyway, on Keith's cross is Keith's gaming headphones. Okay, so there's the gaming, the gaming headphones that these kids wear. Somebody put one of his old gaming headphones there. This person, I don't know what to call him, a lower vibration person. Anyway, he took the headphones and I saw him and I'm like, hey, excuse me. And I'm chasing him. I'm like, give me back those headphones. He finally came back and put them back. I said, those are Keithy's, put them back. And I'm thinking, I'm on the side of the road. No one owns this property. He doesn't know any different. And I'm like, whatever, I'm going to get the headphones back. So I secured the headphones back. And then Deanna's just looking at me like going, I told you it was a person. I told you. It was very strange. And it's a full moon. You know this. Full moon tomorrow. Let's see, what time is the full moon? I just wrote it down. Oh my God. The full moon is at 10:22 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Cali time, which means it's at 1:22 a.m. East Coast time. And wherever the hell else you are, I don't know when it is on your time zone, except for West and East. Okay, thank you so much for that. The full moon is in Pisces, so it's at 10 degrees and 12 seconds into Pisces. Hold on, that's not right. What the heck? Okay, wait, here we are. Yeah, 10 degrees and 12 seconds. Anyway, it's at 10:22 p.m. So the moon goes full. So what is a full moon, you guys? It is pregnant moon. It's not tomorrow, it's on September 1st, which is Tuesday. So I have my meeting 12 hours before the moon goes full with the whoever is looking into this right now. So I've got to pull tapes and stuff. And here's something I bet you all didn't know. So I will tell you, they have, now I learned so much. Get ready for anything, I guess. Yeah, it's full. Accidents happen along that street. Oh, the bike accidents are crazy on that street. I mean, the kid that died after Keithy was 2 years older. His friend that came to meet us at the cross, or, Keithy's, she calls it Keithy's spot, but when she came in from Vegas. When she came in, her cousin died like the week that Keith died at the intersection. And they said, he was a bit older, 35. And they said it was a hit and run, and the bike and the body were bruised on one side, not the other. And so they said it was a hit and run. And then they said, no, it was accident or biker error again. Every time it's like biker area. It's up and down, but the energy there is very weird. There's a weird vortex there. It's a very weird vortex. I can feel the energy. It's Desoto in the valley. It's Desoto. Desoto it's in Chatsworth. It's Desoto between Chatsworth Avenue and Devonshire. And it's actually even closer. So it's between a street called SanJose and Chatsworth. That's where 2 of the accidents happened. One happened a street over. And then the bike shop is on Desoto and Superior, which is maybe a mile down the street. So it's very interesting. Yeah, the energy is so weird on that street. And the people, there's lovely people that I've talked to. And then there's some strange ass. There's a portal outside vortex. There's a portal outside the Buddhist place. You can feel the energy shift on the ground there. So there's definitely a portal there. Or I can feel it. Of course, I sound crazy. So thank you so much. Thank you. That's so nice, you guys. Yeah, there's something going on there. And it's like, killing a lot and spiritual. Yeah. Oh, that's what the cop, the initial cop said to me. And my friend Staci was, he should just stick to the war on the planet Earth, not the spiritual war. Because when I went to talk to him, he said to me, and it's a spiritual war. Now, that means that they're letting you know who they are, which is all fine and dandy. I'm still not going to shut up, but, Yeah. Oh God, portals are just absolutely. But on the positive side, let's see. Oh shoot, I just missed that. On the positive side of things, I'm pretty sure someone will step forward. We did get news coverage, which was good. Um, we did get, I know, that's such a strange comment. That was the cop initially, and he was very invested. Yeah, I know what the cop was. I know exactly who he was. He said, it's a spiritual war. Like, I'm like, oh, so you're letting me know who you are and mocking me. That's nice. I'm mocking everybody in the family, actually, not just me. But that's what they do. They have to let you know who they are, and it's a way of mocking, like, there's so many of us and so little of you. That's how I took it. Um, Yes, yes, the cop could be taken over too. That's very true. They can step in and say something. But it was interesting to observe. I had several people, including one of them working for, Mr. Yoga Pants in Los Angeles. The woman who calls herself the crisis counselor lady, Arlene can attest to this, but she was like, Arlene's like, why is she trying to make you cry? But I wasn't going to cry, okay? Like, I was not going to cry. I will never cry because I'm trying to get information, so I'm not a lunatic. I'm not going to sob. Yeah, and this crisis counselor was a volunteer for Yoga Pants, so Mayor Garcetti. So he has of course, he gets the money and she works for free, is what I figure, right? Yeah, I'm sure it was some kind of residual magic or whatever, energy harvesting, exactly. Anyway, this woman, she worked for, she was okay enough, but she told my son, she told Jason, when Jason said it was a hit and run, she ran over to him and she's like, you can't say that. You stop saying that. And then Arlene's like, I'm sorry, what are your degrees in? And she's like, oh no, I'm a volunteer. It's like, then why are you telling my kid what to say? Just fuck off. Jason, yeah, there's three sons. There's Jimmy, Jason, and Keithy. So there's three boys. Two have passed over, Keithy and Jimmy, and then Jason is here. And so we'll hope that we keep him on this side at least until I die. Oh, thank you. There you go. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, Jason. John's doing okay. I talked to him a bit. I'm in and out, in and out and on my way everywhere. So that's weird, right? I know the war was won on the other side, but they claim out on the astral, the war was won. But this Pisces moon is interesting because it's just before Mars goes retrograde, which is going to be a hell of a fuckery when Mars goes, when Mars goes retrograde, we're all in for it. We're all in for it. I have no idea what's going to happen. I know September 9th, after the full moon. So keep in mind. Well, technically it is a spiritual war. Yeah, it is. It is a spiritual war. However, I didn't expect my police officer to say that on the crime scene. And it's like, I know God always wins. That's true. Let me look and see. We have also Saturn Mars square right now because Mars retrograde and Saturn in Capricorn is going to be like in a huge square. And it's like, that's what the cop said to me when I went down to the police station. He tried to say to me that Keith's accident was a single vehicle accident, which is meaning the person driving whatever the vehicle is, it's their fault for whatever reason. So when I found Melody, the little girl that was standing next to me, against her will, I'm sure, because I dragged her on camera for that news segment. But when she stood next to me, she was the little girl that tried to resuscitate Keith with her brother and their neighbor. Oh my God, thank you so much for that. Thank you. So she tried to, thank you all for the super chats, you guys. So Melody told me that there was a truck that pulled over. The driver got out. The driver of that vehicle said, I'm sorry, I didn't see him. Well, that police officer didn't tell me that. He went on with some nonsensical story about Keith going bananas up the street and blah, 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 which was not, I could feel that wasn't the case. I could feel it, but I couldn't read what the specifics were, but I can feel it. I can look at the road. And even if you are speeding up that street, even if you were going 500 miles an hour up that street, you're not just going where he went all the way off there. So I had to go back and tell him, yeah, it's not a single, I know that. We all know that. You just have to go look at the street. So I had to go back to the police station the day after Keithy died, or 2 days after I found Melody the witness. I'm fidgeting a lot. And I had to go back to the police station and I had to say, well, what about the van that pulled over and the guy that got out of the van and said blah, 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 right? That's what I had to do. So yeah, I was like, he's like, oh yeah, they never told me that. I'm like, so they never told you that. So you made up a story about something random that you think happened, because understand, Keith kind of showed me, the only thing I saw, as I told you, was his hands on the wheel. But I do know that he couldn't move his hands. He could not move his hands to get off the bike. So once he hit the mailbox, his brain and his hands didn't move. So I saw that part of it. So because that femoral artery was cut when he hit the mailbox, and that's how he actually died. He was on the bike, but it was interesting because he wouldn't have been 5 feet off the road on somebody's front lawn around their motorbike. Why was he there? I mean, and then we have biker guy down the street. I love saying that. Biker guy who says, that was fascinating talking to him. There were Harley riders, according to the first cop, riding up the street behind Keith. Keith made eye contact with him. Nobody's making eye contact with a fucking helmet on, unless, of course, they are looking to see where you are placed. They're not making eye contact like, I'm making eye contact. Anyway, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You should have just said Keith was looking. And apparently, biker guy said he was fixing his bike out on the road, on the big property, big house, $1 million house. Biker guy, that's what I'm going to call him. He's on his bike there, and he's... he has his back to the road and he hears Keith coming up the road, right? So he says he turns to look and Keith is literally like this, okay? Like he could high five him on the way by. I'm like, that's a weird thing to say. And so just everything about his story was very weird, because if Keith was over there, he'd been shoved over there, and then just past his house is where he went off the road. So he was, in the midst of doing that. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to know something because I can't shut my mouth about it. And my only concern, but I should just wait till it happens, is when I talk to the officer, if they don't pull the tapes. Now, here's something we didn't know. All over the valley and all over, I know his account seems like a movie. I know I'm going to high five him. Who fucking says that? Meanwhile, I can't even say, but it took all I could do just to stand there and look. I'm like, oh, let me just pretend like I believe what you're saying, just so I don't, this is why I have to be disconnected, I'm pretty sure. Because if it was any other time, I would literally jump on somebody and just pull their fucking hair out of their head until I got my answer. I can't even imagine, you know what? I cannot even imagine parents of missing babies and children that are just taken and they never see them. I cannot even imagine that. Like, I would come unglued. I know he is just trying to be important, right? I would come unglued, and for the rest of my life would be destroyed, because there's not one day I would spend where I wasn't looking for where my kid was. Absolutely. And I know where my kid is. I mean, I know what happened. I know where he is, and I know where he was and that, but I don't know how it happened. And that's pissing me off. That's pissing me off. So, and that drives me crazy. I cannot imagine if you had a little child that you never, ever, ever saw again. And I'm like, those poor people, like those, no one thinks about that. I mean, I always thought about it, but no one actually thinks about that. So yeah, that was weird. Anyway, so Staci, when she came over, Staci, really good Los Angeles homicide detective, came over and just gave me information. But there's so many things. They have like license plate readers where you can, like, where there's areas in every city. And I'm sure cities like Burbank or private cities like Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena, I'm sure they have all of those. They do their own kind of city thing because they're their own government. And then Los Angeles has different areas. So you can find out stuff. And Keith's friend was telling me different stuff that I needed to ask for. I do, because somebody murdered. Oh my God. Oh, good God. I'm so sorry. See, somebody who murdered the granddaughter. Oh my God. See, these people that do, I was thinking about all the little children in the world that go missing more so because I mean, an accident's an accident, even if it's an intentional accident or whatever, that's one thing. But to have a child literally just gone is just probably the worst thing on the planet Earth you could ever do. And I don't know how you don't obsess until you find the fuck that did it, because that would be my thing. I'd be like, and that, yeah, that's Pamela. I know, 800 kids go missing, 800,000 kids go missing a year. I would go absolutely insane. I can't even think what I wouldn't, because my mind is, when I look at the person who ran my son off the road, whether it be intentional or not intentional, I decide at that moment how I choose to respond to that. And it'll be a response that I choose, not that anybody on this planet chooses, be a response I choose. So people can say, oh, you can't do this or can't do that. I can do whatever I want because I don't care. So that will be my response. I will look them, if we can find them, I'm going to look at them. Now, if it's truly an accident and I feel that way, that's one thing. If it's not truly an accident and it's road rage or some other fuckery, then I'm going to do what I'm going to do. May not do it right away, but I will do it. See, now I'm saying it on YouTube live. I will do it. I'm not saying what I'll do. I'm just saying I'll do it. I know. I don't know how these fucking people deal with it. I don't know how they deal with it. It's so weird. But keep in mind, when Keithy, I know I'm a sassy pants, I will do it. I walk up and down that street and like people just like, they look at you, they come out. Sometimes now they shut their gates because, I'll wander up their driveway for the 15th time. Melody never. Melody's family's very lovely. Very, very lovely because they helped my Keithy, which was good. But he passed away on the 29th, and I think the 3rd of August was the full moon in Aquarius. And I can see in the charts how he passed away. So I can see what happened. I can see what happened in that. I can understand it from an intellectual perspective. I cannot understand it from this perspective. And it's such an interesting position to be in, to have a child that literally passed and you can see nothing. It's not like they had cancer and they were in bed and, they gave them morphine and they passed away. So it's very, very strange. Very strange, just very strange. So I go crazy. Like I'm with Deanna. Deanna can pick him up all the time and she tells me things, which is great. And I was at dinner with Kathy. Kathy was Keith's boss before. When Keithy worked at the FX TV show, he had an office filled of women. And he would do their lunch orders and stuff. He was in accounting and he would go on the set and get all the actors to sign the paperwork and everything. What was that TV show? I can't remember the name of the show. I always want to say Better Things, but I think it was Better Things. That's what I think it was. Anyway, Keithy was working on that show, so he was taking those vans back and forth. And gulp, gulp. And he was signing all the stuff. And so Kathy and I had dinner on Friday night. Kathy's very psychic. Stranger Things. Yeah, Better. No, I think it was Better Things on Stranger, whatever TV show it was. It was out of FX though, whatever it was. But I know sip. I can't sip. I'm so not ladylike right now. And I'm literally losing all my arms. I'm turning into but anyway, Kathy and I were sitting there and Kathy is really good psychically. Super good psychically, and it's not what she does now, but she's trying to get into the records to see what changed, So we were sitting there and she, out of the blue, so we're eating our dinner. It's our favorite Mexican restaurant, my kid's favorite Mexican restaurant. We're sitting there and she just looks up at me and she goes, that kid was such a good kid, but he could never get my lunch order right. And I was just cracking up because I could just see Keith getting like 16 different lunch orders for all the people in the office and then just being like, whatever, just put it in a bag and driving off. It just struck me as really funny. So that was funny. Anyway, everybody's trying to help. Everybody's psychic. And amazingly, they are all getting a white van. All of them are getting a white van. So it's coming in bits and pieces. It's coming from relatives. It's coming from people. It's coming from other people. it's all, I mean, just random people who I'm not speaking to going, oh, you know, there's a white van in the video. It's coming from all kinds of people. So it's kind of interesting. People are picking up bits and pieces. A couple of people, including Rascal Pants Lila, have seen it as a red van. And Melody's brother thought it was a red van with white writing. Melody thought it was a white van with red writing. So it's interesting because Lila dreamt it was a red van and called me all on her own. Miss Rascal Pants, excuse me, she did that. She got it all there. Thank you for that, you guys. Thank you. So that's what's been going on there. I haven't really taken many clients. I'm trying to take clients. I'm trying to take them. I'll be fine. I mean, I'm back to normal. I'm not freaking out or anything. I think people think that you're going to freak out or, you know, be weird or, you know, whatever it is. Oh my God. See, unexpectedly, people die. I'm just looking to see who I missed on. I missed somebody. Somebody called me. They missed a reading. Because sometimes my clients, I don't even know where the heck they are and why I missed the reading. But I will call you. If I haven't called you or mailed it out, yeah, I'm eating. I'm always eating. The beauty of me is I can eat pretty much through anything and sleep pretty much through anything. So that rooter van could be that too. So I tend to be somebody who can, you know, eat through everything, right? That's just something I can do no matter what. Not a problem for me. I can sleep. Thank you for that. I can do that. Oh no, you missed a reading from Deanna. What do you mean? Did you call? Did you not call? Did you not have her number, Jackie? What do you mean? Anyway, it was quite interesting, everything that's been going on. Yeah, the bike shop does have a van. I made Marvin go in and snap a picture of the van. I hijacked all of Keith's friends. That would be Allie and Andrew, Tia, George, of course, Jason. But he's Keithy's friends and brother. And Marvin and Jade, Marvin's girlfriend. I did all of that. And I saw the van in the parking lot. I have a picture of it. Anyway, I saw the van in the parking lot, so I made Marvin go get me the picture, get me the license plate number over the fence, and he did. I'm like, climb in there. Oh, banana chips. I'm eating banana chips. That sounds funny. Wait, not sure if you will see this, but my nickname is Marvin, but I'm a girl. This Marvin's a boy, and it's kind of cool. But anyway, these kids were jumping all over the fence looking. And Deanna and I put some more signs up yesterday because right around one of the houses of somebody that, whatever, is a pain in my ass, we decided we would put the signs up around there again because those signs went down. So we just stapled them again. So I have staplers in the trunk of my car. So every time, I'm just looking for this picture of this van that he texted me so I can show you. It's hilarious. Oh yeah, so we have the van in their parking lot. So we have the van in the parking lot. So I made him get the van. That's one of the vans that crosses on the video. So it's kind of interesting. I just need tape 20 seconds before and 20 seconds after. It's really interesting. You can see stuff, but yeah, it's weird. Yeah, well, of course, keep an eye on Jason. Who can keep an eye on Jason, right? Well, Lila and Kenna can. It was a white van that almost kidnapped. Yeah, white van, exactly. Okay, rituals for the full moon. You know, full moon is, no, there wasn't. Keith's body was hit, not the bike. So the body was hit, okay? The body was hit. So sometimes, because Keith's legs, and I said it to him 2 days before it happened, I said, you are too tall. Because he was 6'4" and tall. Those legs, let's see. Yeah, I know. Those legs of Keithy's, I said, you're too tall to ride that bike. Like, he really is a very tall young man. He had legs like up to here, and that's not my side of the family. I don't think. I have my own legs, but not legs like his. But anyway, he was hit on the leg. So the leg was hit, and then the bike went over like that. It wasn't like he was slammed. What happened, I believe, is that for whatever reason, when you, yeah, oh, your Keith is 6'4". How cute. Keithy's 6'4". Yeah, my Keithy. I love the name Keith, and his little height was so cute. But what happens is if you can't make your brain work or something's happened and you're in shock, you're not going to let go. Let's see. I was an EMT. Bike would be damaged from driver error. Wait, I was an EMT. Bike would be damaged. Bike would be damaged. Okay, I don't know if you mean if a driver drove into him. No, his legs were damaged from whatever hit him. The legs were damaged. So something hit the legs. Also keep in mind, when you're riding on the road, if somebody's coming up behind you and you try to move out of their way, or you try to, yeah, thank you, and you try to get off the road, you're going to move out of the way. If I'm in a car and someone's coming left into my lane, I automatically go right. I'm not even checking to see who's next to me, which I should. So yeah, but yeah, my son, I know my Keithy was tall. Keith was tall. He was just getting ready. The thing that I didn't understand, and I don't know who can explain this to me, but, Keith died, a month ago, whoever just asked me that. But when I gave birth to Jason, who is not Keith, obviously, no, they seem to all be fatal in that area. I'm sure there's some that aren't fatal, but they seem to be fatal. But when I gave birth to Jason, as I was pushing Jason out, without being graphic, as I was pushing Jason out, I flew out of my body, and on my left side, I described Lila. I saw Jason at age 19. I saw his father over here, and I saw Jason handing Lila to John, and then I described the first grandbaby on the way, like as Jason was on the way out. With Keith, I could be heard screaming. I can't get out of my body because I was literally grounded into my body. So Keith has always made me feel a certain way, like feel everything. So I was grounded. But for a split second, hallucinated. No, it's just, I leave my body all the time. I probably hallucinate too, but I'm completely fucking sober. Did you try to keep Jason in the house at 19? No, the girls were in the house. The girls were always in the house. No, Jason, you can't. No, oh my God. Jason left home at 15, came back. He came back, and there you go. Anyway, when I had Keith, I was pushing him out, and I flashed, and this is what I was talking to Kathy about, Keith's boss. I could not understand. So I flashed on Keith at age 40 to 45 and I'm pushing him out at this time. I'm telling his father, he's going to be like 6'4", 6'5". He's huge. He towers over all the Asian people. This is what I saw when I was pushing him out. He was in Asia. They showed me a briefcase. He had a briefcase, and he was a businessman, and he was slightly balding up here. I don't think he would have liked that, but he was slightly balding up here. And I never thought Keith would pass early, not that way, because, I'll pray for your dog. I'm sorry. I hate it when the dogs are sick. But yeah, so Keith, I saw him in Asia as an adult man, so I could not figure out what changed the trajectory of his course of his life. I couldn't figure it out. So I don't know what came in and interceded with that, because usually, I mean, it can be changed, but I have no idea but he looked the same as this life. So like on a physical level, that was Keith that I knew, like that he grew up to be as a teenager. That was him that I saw. So I couldn't quite figure out why. Of course, my eyes are brokenhearted, my Keithy. No, but he wouldn't look the same. Yes, he was going to Asia. He was going to Thailand with Marvin to do his first fight. That was his goal. And he also had a clothing company. And of course, he would have started doing clothing or marketing for fights, for MMA fighting, because Marvin does that. Marvin's a placed fighter. Keithy was learning how to place. So they were going to go to Thailand. So, yeah, that's what was going to be going on. So that was an Asian country, and he would have been super tall. It's just his age, the age that I saw, the age of Keith. Obviously he's 24. I saw him at 40. So it never occurred to me when when Timothy Curley told me that I would have a child that died, I just never thought Keith, because I saw Keith as an adult, like midlifer. And so I always assumed it would be the other one. I was hoping it was neither, and it was already what had happened, which was Jimmy, but it was really weird. So I don't know what that is. It could be a parallel dimension. Yeah, it could definitely be. I mean, it could really be. Wait, correct. I saw my, oh God, I just missed that. But I mean, it could be, I train MMA too, just like you're Marvin. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, Marvin. Marvin was training Keith. We're trying to get Jason to do it. I'm trying to get Jason to drop whatever it is he does so that he can, train and run. I want Jason to do Cactus to Clouds with Marvin and I. Lila is my grandbaby, Rascal Pants. Lila is the rascally of, she's just the rascal. Anyway, Lila is 9. So, and she loved Keithy. She stood up and spoke. She spoke all by herself at the service about Keith and how she loved Keith, and her little voice was so cute. She saw Keith every day because they stayed over there a lot. I stay up here a lot. They stay down there a lot. So, Lila would wake up in the morning and Keithy would be there up early because Lila and Keith were up early. And of course, Jason and Kenna. Kenna gets up early too. But yeah, I'm sure Lila will. She's pretty good. Let me see. Wait, my father. Oh no, 82. But that's terrible. I think John's okay. I mean, I talked to him today. He seems okay. I mean, he's up. He seems fine. So that seems all right. We're not going to be okay, but what are we going to do? I have no control over it. Again, when you actually know you have no control over something, I don't see the point in sobbing or getting hysterical because you have no fucking control. I know when I can assert change and when I can't. So it doesn't affect me the same way because I can do nothing about, there's like not one thing I can do. What I can do is I can find the person who ran him off the road. And as I said, I can then at that point decide how I'm going to pursue with that. That's what I can do. Going to school in Canada. Oh yeah, Canada. I went to school in Canada. But I mean, when you have no control, I don't understand falling apart. But that's just me. I mean, I'm up in my head a lot. I'm not like a feeling person that way. I don't feel that way. I feel from up here. But when you can't do something, you can't do something. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. A car accident. See, it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I just was like that morning, I was there and I was looking for Keithy and I was like, where's Keithy? And then his dad said, we were setting up a Skype for his dad so we could go on the Skype thing. On his phone, I was just downloading something for him to do it. And I said, where's Keithy? And then I was like, okay, he's out. He was already exercising. And then I had to get up here by 11 I had bought Keith a dash cam and I have a GoPro, which I don't fucking know why I didn't put on his head. I mean, oh my God. I'm going to hear on Tuesday what they found out about everything or not. I'm going to give this officer the benefit of the doubt and assume he's not crazy and assume that he's doing his best. So I will until I see evidence of otherwise, in which case I go batshit crazy at this point. I'll get shit done myself. Here's another thing. Some of the other motorcycle accidents in that area, my son's 7, not going to school. Oh, not going to school. I got you. Yeah, masks are mandatory. I don't know what to say. No limitations. No drink. No. I can only see Keith's hands, and I can only see that he couldn't move his hands once he hit the mailbox. I felt him the first night. He came into my energy field as if he lay down beside me. I felt that, like going through the energy. Other than that, I had nothing. Deanna picked him up right away. But it's true. People say, like the newscasting thing was pretty funny because the woman goes local psychic. So the trolls be coming out going, if she's so fucking psychic, why can't she see what happened to her son? I really don't know because when Jimmy passed, I saw it and knew it beforehand and saw it. I did know something was going to happen by September. I just did not think it was going to happen to Keith, and I'm going to keep saying that. I don't know why I can't see. My thinking is that certain things need to be aligned before I see them because I tend to have a temper at times. So if I fucking see something, I'm coming after you, and I have no problem coming after you. So I will get in your face. I will get in your face loud, and I will come after you. And I will, when I was younger, I would have just, punched them in the face without thinking, without 2 seconds thinking about it. But I think it's a timing thing from what I feel. So I feel like it has to come in its time. Maybe something has to step forward. Maybe something has to come out, or something has to be shown before I know it and screw it up. Because, if I knew who it was, I would march over to their house and then, maybe cause a problem where it wouldn't be believed or whatever. Yeah, let's see. You saw his friend's accident on his bike. Wait, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that is. Anyway, yeah, I can read other family, but not always. And keep in mind too, when you pop out of your body in any instance, whatever it is, there's a period of, realigning with yourself. But Keith popped out before he hit the ground. Whenever they were resuscitating him, he was already gone. So he popped out pretty quickly. But still, for me to pick it up, I'm looking for information and I can't get it. It actually makes me crazy. It makes me nuts. So anyway, what I was saying is leading up to Keith's accident was a full moon. So it started to occur to me, and it was so weird. Okay, it was so weird. You guys should check this girl out. She's a client of mine. I will put a good word for her up here because I have to find her I can never remember her page. Okay, so it's Athena something. She's this tarot reader, and she reads close somewhere in Los Angeles. But she was a client of mine probably the end of last year. Now on the day that Keith died, oh, here she is. She's what the hell is the name of her channel? Oh, yeah. Here, let me see. So her channel is Athena One Muse, okay? So it's this. She looks like this. I got a notification. I turned on her Leo for July, and she literally in the first 7 minutes is describing, oh, somebody died. Oh, somebody's died. Oh, you're going to have to deal. Yeah, that's it. She's like, you're going to have to deal with somebody that's died. It was so dead on. And I turned it off that morning because I thought that's really weird. I turned it off. Okay. So I was like, I don't want to listen to this. And it was the 29th of July. And that was the first thing I listened to on that morning. And I was like, yeah, but she was like, oh, poor Leo, I'm sorry this person died. And then she said, it could be this, but no, I think it's a death. And she went right back. So it was very, very spot on at the time. So I give her a shout out for that. Not because she got that right, but because she did get that right. But I was drawn to that to let me listen to it. Yeah, a lot of people dream of stuff a lot. Still my favorite picture of my boys when they were little. Keith is a little blonde. Still my favorite picture. Look at these two. Aren't they cute? These two little rascals here. Up to no good. So yeah, up to no good. They were two little buddies. Yeah, they prepared my subconscious. I believe. And of course, I always got to show this picture. Keith would be so mad if I showed this. This is Keithy, all 6'4" and 24 right there. That's Keith. And I know he's so cute. He'd be like, get the hell out of my phone and stop taking the pictures. He would be so mad. Yeah, he would be so freaking mad. And this was him. This was in 2017. This is probably one of my favorite pictures with him because it was Christmas morning. And yes, we're all in workout clothes and khaki. And he stopped to take the picture on Christmas morning. So this was cute. I love this picture. That was my little Keithy. He wasn't so little. That was about 3 years ago, that picture. So he was about 21 there. Um, Such a great kid, such a good kid. Very, very good kid. And a fun kid. And this is funny. Paige sent me this picture. Well, she sent me the picture, but I'm trying to think when this would be. This has to be 2016, so 4 years ago. Anyway, there's Paige and Keith and Izzy, John and Nicole. Nicole is Paige's mom. John is Paige's stepdad that has been raising Izzy and Paige. Anyway, that picture, we were invited to dinner and I did not go. Okay, did not go. And Paige's stepdad ended up passing away like literally 4 days after that picture. And his name, if you want to look up that, I don't know why I'm saying this right now. I'm just saying it because it's interesting. His name was John Vulich, and he did all the makeup on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all of that. Huge following, huge in the industry for all of his special effects makeup. And that was Paige's stepdad. So, yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting. Yeah, no, that's not my John. That's Paige's stepdad, John. So yeah, so Paige lost that. And then I just remember Keith running in the house going, John's dead, John's dead. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And, yeah, it was something. It was something. Yeah. Yeah, that I watched that morning. That would be the July tarot reading that she posted, and I actually listened to it. But getting back to the full moon. Okay, so the full moon is in Pisces, okay? So remember, I know my kids were so cute together. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had to listen to wars about whose arms were bigger, who was in better shape, who was stronger, who could lift more weight, who could deadlift. I'm actually going to say I think Jason could deadlift more. I'm going to say that. I had to listen to those stories, the stories of boys, and their deadlifting and their, everything that they do, all of that stuff. And I don't know when this picture is from, but this was the, I'm getting tall and lanky. His friend sent me this. This looks like it's probably 3 years old, but there's Keith. I literally dress like this too. I thought, this is my tall Keith. This is so cute. I think I dress like that as a person too. Bike shorts, leggings, and that. So I think it's funny. No, full moon is on Tuesday, okay? Is on Tuesday. The full moon is on Tuesday. So the full moon is like being pregnant. When the moon consummates its fullness and pregnant, things burst, information comes forward and things like that. So during the full moon phase, you can actually experience things that come out of nowhere. So yeah, daughters are cute. I love the daughters too. Oh, sons would drive you crazy. Too old for pregnancy, but doesn't mind practicing. Oh God, pregnant pieces here. Okay, so you're pregnant pieces. Okay, consummate, that's sex. No, when the moon goes full and it consummates its fullness, okay, not bursts it, but consummates it, as in acknowledges it at that moment when it goes like that, that's when the energy pops. And then, as we say, the pregnancy, okay? So it's interesting. Oh my God. She permanently shot. That's all I did was scream at these two. Shut the door, do the fucking dishes, don't cook and mess up the sink, God damn it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that was me. Full moon, yeah, people are crazy. Full moon people are crazy. But leading up to Keith, it was a full moon in Aquarius. He was a Leo rising like me, so it hit him in the 7th house, 6th, 7th house, so health. Jason's okay. I think Jason's okay. I think. I mean, I don't really keep eyes on him. He's always, moving around. I talk to him as best I can. But he's like going to taking Lila where she's going with Kenna, going wherever he's going to the gym, all of those kinds of things. So anyway, when the moon goes full, now it's in Pisces, and we have all of those retrograde planets right now. Look at my calendar, blocked out with retrograde planets. We have all of the retrograde planets, okay? So we have Mars is literally going retrograde on the 9th. Like, It's literally going retrograde. It is in, oh my God, this is such hideous fucking energy. It is in, Saturn is at 2540, and Mars is at Capricorn, and Mars is at 28.8 when it goes retrograde. And it goes retrograde all the way till like November 14th or November, whatever that is, November 16th, 14th, or 17th, or 18th. I can't keep the numbers in my head. So we also have Uranus. And by the way, Uranus literally has gone, Uranus goes retrograde on the 1st. Let me see. Uranus went retrograde on the 15th. So that's in Taurus. And then we have Neptune in Pisces retrograde. We have the full moon in Pisces, and then we have Pluto, and we have everything. It's just retrograde. So we have a lot of Pisces, but we have this the energy is so fucked that I'm like, no, don't like it. Oh my God, no, you're never supposed to have surgery during a Mars retrograde. I had to tell one of my Aries friends that. I'm not going to mention her name, but I had to say, don't have your surgery on retrograde Mars. Mars rules surgery. It rules cars. It rules accidents. Mars aggression is going backwards, okay, in Aries, squaring Saturn and Pluto and everything, okay? Squaring is like this. It's like a punch. So squaring is like a punch. So when you square something, you punch it. When you punch it, you know what that feels like, right? It breaks and dissipates energy, but it also causes wells of hostility depending on how you take the punch. So Mars for surgery, it also rules surgeons. So it's going backwards. You just don't want to do your surgery with a Mars retrograde. You just don't. Never in a Venus retrograde, and never, because Mars is the knife that cuts. The knife that cuts in surgery is what's being affected here. Okay, if you have to have surgery, that's one thing. But if you're doing like, a facelift or a boob job or like lipo, don't do that shit on a Mars retrograde. Just don't. If it's already pre-planned and you know it and it's something you have to do, that's one thing. I'm talking about elective surgery. Knee replacement, if that's what you have to do. Can that reverse anger? Yeah. Okay, let me see. Look at this. I'm like stretching. Hopefully I shaved my armpits. I had to do it. We're in the shadow period of the Mars retrograde right now. So we are in the shadow period. We have Mercury going retrograde. Let's see when that little nugget of hell is going retrograde. Oh, yeah. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, my God. I can't deal. Don't want to deal. Not dealing. Dental surgery. Well, just remember, just basic for any surgery. 5 days before and after eclipse, no, because there'll be more bleeding and more kinds of problems. 5 days before a full moon, probably no. Okay. Mercury retrograde. Now, you can have surgery in a Mercury retrograde if they are redoing something. So let's say you had your teeth cavities filled and then your cavity falls out. You can do a redoing of that surgery on the Mercury retrograde, okay? You can do that. So let me see when Mercury goes retrograde, because I'm going to want to slap the fuck out of people. All right, Mercury goes retrograde at 11 degrees and 40 seconds of Scorpio. Good God. That is a warring aspect from hell. Remember, Scorpio hides. They hide their emotions. They hide everything. Secretive, all right? Now, like Mercury retrograde, Mercury is communication. This is October 14th. Wednesday, October 14th. Mark that on your calendar for one fuckery of Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, when we already have all the other fuckery of shit going on, all right? If I was having spinal fusion, I don't know, I might wait till I'm out of that. I might wait till the first 3 weeks until January for any surgery. That's just me. But what if something happens, you get into a car accident, you have to have surgery? Obviously, you're going to have surgery. Publishing a book is fine. Book is fine. That's not surgery. Mars retrograde is surgery. My iPhone needs a battery replacement. Well, you're going to do that, right? Yeah, Scorpio rising, Mercury retrograde in your sign. So when Mercury goes retrograde, understand we have Mars retrograde. So Mars is like Mars. Okay, think of Aries people, think of Scorpio people, because Aries and Scorpio used to have the same planetary rulership until Pluto came along and was given to Scorpio, because it's a hell of a lot more vindictive and a hell of a lot more vicious. Aries is like an aggressive bitch that yells, having massive PMS and ADD at the same time, and a whole bunch of fuckery, and loves to argue. No offense to the Aries out there. They fucking love to argue, all right? So Aries people, their ruler is Mars. Mars is aggressive and starts wars. So Mars is like, come on, bring it on. That's Mars, and that's Aries. Scorpio is like, listen, you fucker, I'll get you. I'll sneak up. It might take me 15 years. I'll come from underneath and I'll blow your freaking life up. That's Scorpio. So when we have Mercury and Scorpio during this huge grand cross, we are fucked. Oh God, no, don't. Well, no, don't. I have bought things during the retrograde, but yeah, it depends. You have to double check everything during a retrograde. I know. Scorpios, my son is straight up Scorpio. Scorpios, they never, ever, ever, ever tell you the truth. By that, I don't mean they're liars. They will never answer. Look at me. I'm just like picking my lipstick out of my face. This is just me. I just can't help it. Deal with it. Yeah, get a puppy. Puppies are cute. Travel if you want. Why not travel? They've locked us down. Travel. Scorpios will never tell you the truth because they don't know their own truth and they don't have the emotional security to express their own truth. So they're not going to tell you the truth to have you respond in an emotional way that they don't know how to handle. But they will come up from behind your ass and get even with you in ways you've never even thought of. That's true Scorpio. Now let's look at Scorpio and Pluto in a different way. All of your natural disasters, your hurricanes, your avalanches, your earthquakes, your whatever happens in the world, those things are ruled by Pluto, okay? So Pluto, Scorpio's planetary ruler, comes up, right? Comes up and says, you know what? You need some life-altering shit to happen. We are going to take your life, hold you upside down by your ankles, and shake the shit out of you. So that's Pluto, and Pluto is unforgiving. So whatever Pluto does, you are left with carnage and wreckage. That's I had a Pluto square Mars the day that Keith died. So my son died. So when you look at the chart, that's literally what I had. So it was like from the house of children to the house of friends. And it was directly squaring my Mars in Cancer, Pluto in Capricorn, boom, gone. And so it's a Plutonian lesson, which I don't really care for at this point in my life at all. I care not for it. I don't even care. I don't care. And I'm not going to reincarnate back because I've decided at this point, I don't want to play the fuckery games on Earth, so I'm not coming back. So when I die, I'm going to make a conscious choice, if I can remember to make the conscious choice, not to do that. I'm not coming back here. I don't want to learn another lesson. I don't care if my soul needs to evolve. Consider it evolved. It's evolved, all right? That's it. This is all we're doing. Okay, dentist, 9th of September. I might cancel that dentist appointment because of Mars. You might have some extra bleeding or it depends if the dentist appointment is just an appointment or a surgery. Yeah, there's squares in most people's charts. Squares they don't, Scorpios withhold information and don't tell you what's going on. They will not give up what they're doing. So withholding information, okay, is a different way of not giving the information that you don't want used against you, because Scorpio is all about power and control. I know, don't yell at me. Just read the books on Scorpio yourself and you'll find out. But it doesn't mean everybody's like a maniac with Scorpio, because everybody has different places. Sun, rising, moon, Mercury, whatever. Scorpio will not extend information if they don't want to. So if I only tell you part of the story, I am not giving you the full story. Unlike Geminis that babble about everything and you're like, what the fuck are you saying? And Geminis just keep talking and you're like, Jesus. So Scorpio tends to withhold full information. I don't know if Aries are, people are not honest, okay? I don't know if Aries are honest either, because Aries in the middle of a fight, will push your buttons by saying anything they think that can torment you so that you get into an argument with them, because Aries is a warring planet. So if you have a predominance of Aries in your chart, you are a warrior, but this is in your love relationship with your kids. You love to argue. That's Aries. So that's like the most, probably the negative side of that. But yeah, well, I'm right there with you. Everybody in my family has Scorpio in their charts, and I want to like slap the crap out of them. John's a Scorpio rising. Never got a true story in my life. I got the telling me what you, I'm never a fucking true story, okay? Never. Complete shenanigans, all right? The presentation of, here we go, I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to leave all of this out. So, and they never tell you when they're sneaking up on you and what they hold against you. That's Scorpio. Aries will argue you to death about things you don't know what they're talking about, because they like to cause arguments and warring planet. Okay. Now, not all of them, not everybody, because remember, you have a sun sign, a rising sign, and a moon sign. Those things, I'm always sober. I never haven't been sober. I don't get shaken by emotional. She can't shake me with that. So I'm not like your crying emotional type, and I certainly don't give in to drugs or alcohol, because I find that extremely weak. So when people drink and drug because they have emotional problems, I'm like, you are like very, very weak. Sorry, judgment here, but it's true. Deal with your emotions head up. That's why people can't deal with things. You have to deal with your emotions head up. But yeah, Keithy was a Scorpio moon. Never got a straight story out of him either. Ever. Not a straight story. I got the story he wanted me to know about where he was. That's why I just met one of his friends that I have not met, okay? Have not met. I mean, and so she reached out, but it was after he passed, because he kept her hidden, right? He kept her hidden. So Scorpio moon. But remember, Scorpio moon is coming at it from an emotional. Yeah, Geminis never shut up. Lila's a Gemini. Yeah, you can finish home renovation. Why could you not do that? Why could you not? Yeah, I don't drink and do drugs either. I mean, you know, I wish I had the lack of responsibility to do it. I find it just like, really? Shit happens and now you're going to fucking drink and drug because you're a poor baby and you want like this? No. That I don't like. Wait, I haven't met a Scorpio that I don't like. Yeah, I don't mind Scorpios. They're just coming at it from under the ground. So they're coming at it. They're about power and control and bending the energy that lives beneath the surface. That's not overtly upfront. That's what they are. Oh God, Keithy was a Sag. Here's what I say with Sages. Clumsiest people on the planet. Don't get mad at me. He would bounce down the stairs like this, and then I would find holes in the ceiling. I'm like, the fuck are the holes from in the ceiling? He'd be carrying a ski pole, boogie board, whatever, and it would go through the ceiling. Sagittarius is, okay, they're funny. I like to think of them, Sagittarius is always grow into themselves. So like they're gangly when they're little and then they grow up into themselves. But Sagittarius, again, is about exploring the philosophies and theologies of the world. A lot of times they will put ideas into use and into function, but they won't follow through on them because they are busy educating, learning. So problem with Sagittarius is you can find somebody who hides under the idea of things falling into perfection, okay, through research, through knowledge, through learning, and then they can't proceed because they don't feel they've learned enough. So you will find perpetual life students in theology in Sagittarius. So cute, Sages. They are physical. That's what I love most about them. All of my friends that I call in the middle of the night and say, let's hike in Palm Springs, let's go here, let's go there. They're all Sag rising, Sagittarius. They've all got Sag in them. Sages can be secretive too, but they're always off in their own like little Sag world over here. They're off in their Sagittarius world. They're over here. So they're always exploring the theologies of life. Now, Sagittarius is on a whole they're pretty upfront, but their head is not on this planet. Their head is in other spaces, other worlds, other knowledges. They can be quite philosophical, quite metaphysical. They can be the ones that do microdosing so they can talk to aliens on another planet. That can be Sagittarius. Sagittarius, yes. Sagittarius, foot in mouth. If you ask a Sag, if I used to ask Keithy, how do I look in this? If my fat ass showed cellulite, he wouldn't say it like that, but he's like, I think we can put that away. I think we can put that away. They will tell you the truth. Never ask a Sag what they think unless you want to actually know. Yes, Scorpios can handle anything, of course. It's not bad on Scorpio. Sag is blunt. Foot in mouth, hoof in mouth. Remember, Sag is half man, half horse, so they don't exist on the planet. So their thinking goes to realms outside of the earthbound place, okay? Where Scorpio comes underneath. So Scorpio comes from underneath the ground, right? So what Scorpio learns about underneath the ground, Sagittarius takes outside of the traditional world, okay? Geminis, no offense, Geminis, they're just batshit crazy, except for Lila, who will probably grow into her crazy at one point. September 2nd's okay. I just on the 9th wouldn't deal with it. But so Sagittarius can be quite philosophical at times without taking their action. They can be quite like that. Sag, Leo, and Aries are all of the fire signs. So fire signs are going to be more in your face than anything else. Fire signs are going to be way, way, way. I'm sleeping. I just woke up from sleeping. Sagittarius's, Aries and Leo, these are your fire signs. So fire signs always take action. Sagittarius can take all kinds of action and kind of do 25 things at once, but not focus on one thing. I love Sages. As I said, my people I exercise with are mostly Sag rising, Sag moon, Sag sun. Like I have tons of Sagittarius. Libras are people who are about balance. So as I say, in order to find balance, one must know what is not balanced. So how do we learn what isn't balanced? Okay. Yeah. Leo men are different. I'm a Leo woman. I know nothing. But yeah, Leo men. However, I'm sparkly. I'm a pixie. That's my new thing. When they ask how I want to be addressed, as a miss, a mister, an ex, polyamorous, polygenerous, poly, whatever, I'm a pixie. Remember that. I'm a motherfucking pixie, okay? That's what I'm going to put on a page. What is your race? My race is motherfucking pixie. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I am, exactly. A pixie, bitches. Okay, so Libra, I'm a pixie, that's it. But Libra has to learn balance. So Libras are born into chaos. Libras can cause chaos until they learn balance because their lesson is balance. Oh God, right? Aries, yeah, they start out, well, Aries is your ad man, your idea man. Leo is your facilitator in the middle, and Sag is the one that takes it up to the next level. So when you have an Aries, you have an Aries in the fire signs, you have an Aries who will put ideas on the plate. I think you should do a clothing company. I think you should do, a dog grooming business. I think you should open a whatever business. Then you have the Leo that comes in and says, okay, in order to do this business, we will create it like this. We will get an office. We will do this. We will do that, whatever. Then you have the Sagittarius that comes in and says, well, we want to take it into 3 different countries, right? So we want them, whoever's whoever's saying put a hit on John, I like if you're saying that, they can put a hit on all of us. I don't really fucking care. For people who say stupid shit like that, come and get me. Come and get me. Anyway, you can do whatever you want. We're all ready for it, so don't think we haven't thought that either, because we think that shit. Anyhow, back to the story. I'm not going to be afraid, and I'm not going to be told to, you know, whatever. Yeah, Libra will need to create balance, but it's through chaos. You don't know what balance is until you know what is not balance, right? Well, no, not every 30 years. We change signs depending on the degree that you're born in. So if you are born with a 15-degree sun, you will change signs, which is like an overlap of foundation or eyeshadow or makeup. You will change signs when you are 15. If your sun sign is at 29 degrees, by the time you're 2, you've changed signs, and then you will spend 30 years in the sign. So it's whatever degree your sign is in at the time of your birth, okay? So it's the degree at that particular time. But when you're looking at, yeah, my vibrator does release stress, but who can do that right now? I don't really feel like, that's like the last thing. I'm like, oh, that's dead now. That's great. That's dead. That part's dead. I'm dead. That's dead. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, so planets go and signs go through 30 degrees. So from 0 to 30. So when you speak of something being at like 10 degrees and 12 seconds, that has 20 more years, okay, a degree per year, basically, to go into the next sign. It doesn't mean you change signs. It means the focus of your sign takes on a texture, a nuance, an overcoat. It's like putting a sweater on. So I have my tank top on always. I was born with my tank top, but now I've got an overcoat on. So it's just kind of like that. Trump wins. Yeah, I always say Trump wins. You know, people are fucking stupid. I can't stand it. Like, I'm on the dumbest planet on the, I've got to be on the dumbest planet on anywhere in the solar system. I posted something on Facebook where I said, we only have 2 choices for this election. Joe Biden. Oh, there's somebody on my birthday. Joe Biden. And we have Trump. So I'm thinking to myself, on the whole planet Earth, these are the 2 mental patients that we have to vote for. I don't care if you like one or the other. I'm not falling for being forced to like for chocolate or vanilla because you people tell me to. That's not a choice. That's them saying this is better than this. That's not a choice. That's directing my opinion over here and making me pick something that I don't want to fucking pick. I don't want to pick. I'm not going to pick. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Whoever's in office, put Biden in office. That'll be fun for me for 4 years. I cannot wait. Put Biden in office. Please put Biden in office. Please. I want to see how that goes. I don't care anyway, because remember, okay? Remember, just remember that in this world, at least in Los Angeles, right? Pixies, that's my definition now. I'm a fucking pixie, okay? And I'm from another planet. I'm not a human. So don't call me a fucking human being. Don't ask to take my blood. Don't tell me things I need mandatory. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, when you're looking at the political system in this country, we are being corralled like mental patients, depending on how we're triggered from the way that we grew up. So whatever our triggers are, we're going over here and going over here. It's really a low vibration. I'm not ruled by that. I have one authority, and that's God. And that's exactly who I will do in Los Angeles. We have people that go to the bathroom on the streets. Do you really fucking think I care who's in office? I don't really fucking care. We're allowed to shit on the streets, so I don't care. I'll do whatever I want. They do whatever they want. I will do what I want. How about that? And you guys will do what you want. And no one cares. No one cares. Because if we cared as a group of people, Bill Gates and people like him with their money, including Joe Biden, including Donald Trump, with their billions of dollars, millions in Biden's case. I don't know if he's a billionaire. I'm not familiar with that. But all of them, okay, all of them have enough money. I love fucking tater tots. That's Arlene and Bill's problem. They fed Lila tater tots, okay, and Ileana, and I ate the tater tots. That was part of the dinner. I have never discovered anything so delicious other than tater tots. I was like, oh my God, yummy tater tots. Yes, I'm a tater tot addict. But Okay, so either one of these people with their billions of dollars, okay? I know, old white men. I know no one cares. I know white men are the enemy, but that's who we have to vote for. We got no one else out there. I would like a pixie in office, but whatever. No, they're allowed to. So what they do, go down to Hollywood, drive down the street, take out your cell phone, and know that California's government, or the government of the world, has allowed these people to live on the streets by themselves. No, Biden's wife wasn't the Heinz heiress. That's that idiot. Oh God, I hate that guy. No, it's that tall, ugly, lurch-looking guy. What's that guy's name? Can't remember that guy's name. Oh my God. I hate him though. John Kerry, that guy. He looks like Lurch. I mean, and he looks like a doofus. I can't listen to these people. I can't listen to them. They have no idea. People are starving in the world and going to the bathroom on the streets. We've got Gavin Newsom saying he's taking money to help the homeless, along with Garcetti taking money to help themselves. That's their motto. I take money to help myself. People, stop giving money to these people. Anyway, the homeless are still on the streets, and there are no toilets for the homeless. I propose in Los Angeles that we get toilets, and we have 2 shifts, 2 8-hour shifts. Of course, that doesn't make a whole day. So we need 3 8-hour shifts with breaks in there somewhere. But put these bathrooms, because these people have nowhere to go to the bathroom. They also have nowhere to live. The government, if you take money from the government, right? If you take money from the government, what happens at the end of that? What happens at the end of that? How much money are they going to give you? Guess whose money it is? Do you know whose money it is? It's our money. And when you're talking, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it from the bottom of my heart, being a Canadian. I fucking love Canada. It is not free healthcare. Free, when they overtax you, is you being taxed, morons, and paying for the fucking healthcare. That's what it is. It's not free. It's your tax money. Keep taxing yourselves, dumbasses. It's not free. It's not free, not free, not free. I get into fights with people that tell me how great Canada is. I'm like, have you been taxed by the Canadian government system? It's not free. It's taxes. It's not free, not free, not free. Yes, they do keep humans as pets. I'm not one of their fucking pets, but I don't care. I mean, I don't really care at this point. To tell you the truth, I don't care. I don't care anymore. There's nothing that we got to look forward to on this planet. So please, everybody, tax it. Exactly. There's nothing that human beings have to look forward to anymore on this planet. We are now masked Avengers running around. I haven't been petted in a while. Yeah, I hear you. But anyway, since we have nothing to look forward to, why don't we all just get out and do what we want to do? Anyway, I'm so glad, because when Keithy died, that kid did not stay in the house during quarantine at all. He didn't stay in the house at all. He lived his life. So can you imagine if you quarantined yourself listening to the freaks that run the government and the losers that run around with their mouths covered? I'm sorry if I'm calling you a loser, but that's what I think. And no, I'm not afraid of catching a disease. Why? Because I'm not sick. I'm going to say it again. I'm not sick. Now, what I am afraid of catching is things that food poisoning, fecal matter on my feet when I wear sandals through Hollywood, because I'm running over human waste on the ground. So I don't wear sandals, but I'm saying if I were to wear sandals, that would be a problem. Because I would have fecal matter on my feet. Now, what if I came home after walking the streets of Hollywood with my sandals on, walking through human waste, and then decided to lie down on my bed without taking a bath? That freaks me out. Yeah. Exactly. And you wait for elective surgery for 10 years. I know all these idiots in Los Angeles, these do-gooder, whatever, these people, these the Barbara Streisands of the world, they're like, Canada is great. It's like, lady, are you Canadian? Have you grown up there? Do you have an ounce of understanding what the taxes are like? Do you understand? No, you don't. You're just talking because I don't know why you're talking, but shut up. The public health crisis gets some portable I know. See, but it's cleaning the portable toilets. So let's take Gavin Newsom's generous offer to tax the shit out of Californians for the homeless, which they don't ever fucking stay in their shelters because they don't want to. Let's do that. Put up these bathrooms and hire every 8 hours, like every 4 hours, have a shift of cleaning people go through, okay, go through and clean the bathrooms. It seems like people are out of work, but you know, and to all these kids in college that think, oh God, right? California should just, I don't even know what to say. It's embarrassing. I love California, but it's actually embarrassing to live here. It is embarrassing. Like, I don't know where I'm going to go to. I got to find a place to live. I got to skip countries again. I'm like, I can't go back to Canada. The scenery is beautiful in Canada. It is beautiful, but I really can't live like here where there's idiots running the state. Idiots. They're idiots. Idiots. Literally, when my son dies on the road, and I'm just going to say this, Mayor Yoga Pants, that would be Mayor Garcetti, mental patient that he is, hires this woman who does not know what she's talking about to come up and start blathering to me on the side of the road while I'm looking at my son's body dead. She's a volunteer that Garcetti hired to work for his office to give me counseling on grief. I don't need your fucking grief counseling, bitch. Get out of my way. I mean, not that she was mean. She just said stupid shit and didn't know what she was talking about. That's the governor's office. Why would you do that to people who are stuck on the road with their dead relatives? Really? I'm just asking. Mayor Garcetti. just a fucking little question out of my head. What is it you think through the governor's office you're going to teach me about what I need to do for my child when you, the lady standing there, is a volunteer? I mean, good for her. Yeah, no, she didn't mean well. She went out there with Garcetti. She didn't mean well. She wants some kind of power trip because she told my son not to say it was a hit and run. Who is she, a volunteer for Garcetti's office? No one in a professional capacity to tell anybody anything at that scene. She was nobody. And I don't want to ever see that again because guess what? On the 29th of July. So I never want to see people like that at a crime scene. Don't fucking come and help me. I don't need your fucking help. I don't need your fucking help. If I needed your help, I would have gone to our government and mooched off them for years for free handouts of money. But I obviously don't need that. And this bitch is telling my other son, pardon me, sorry, I'm terrible, but I see the anger is coming out on the full moon. It's coming out, you all. But she's telling my oldest son not to say his brother was a hit and run when we know he was a hit and run. Can we prove it? No, but she's not a professional. She's working for the governor's office. By the way, when you volunteer, it's not work. Just so you know, lady, you're not getting a paycheck. So take your little packet of papers and buzz off. Anyway, Arlene got me out of that experience by asking her, where's your education from? What you're doing. I was wondering why she was asking. It's this, they have no idea what to deal because they're not spiritual and they're not metaphysical. They're just dealing with what's going on there. I understand we all die, and I understand I'm going to grieve for my son for the rest of my life, but I don't think I need you there blathering while I'm staring at him on the road. I'm just saying, I mean, you know, there's nothing you're going to do for me. What are you going to do? You're going to bring him back with your magic? You're going to throw a little fireball out there and get the kid to wake up? I mean, it's like, what is that about? I don't know. Wait, Sloan. Yeah, I know. I do use my phone. I do use my phone when I'm there. I do. Oh, I know what I'm doing with that. Yes. Okay, is anything going? I'm sure something will happen on September 5th, but I don't know what. She wasn't a real professional. She said she talked to 300 people. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but she's in no police capacity to tell my son what he can say about his brother. That I can fucking tell you. And even if the police say one thing, they're in no capacity to stop me and what I know from what I know. Period. Just because they run around like that, no. It's just poor something. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm used to people that are like Staci, who is the police officer that I know and my other friend Terry, who passed away, but I'm used to police like that, okay? And the police that are like that are not like that, okay? So they're not, I don't know. I'm used to people who have an understanding of human nature. How about that? But we don't have that here, and it's all coming out of Garcetti's office, so it's very, very, very interesting. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Yeah, just poor, it's just weird. I've been around a lot of people. I've been with people with their family members. They call me when family members die. I get that. I get what it is, and I get that it's going to be sad and all kinds of things. But still, she blabbered on for quite a bit about paperwork and here, and I work for the mayor's office. I don't care. That's what I want to say. Unless you actually saw what happened, then I might want to speak to you. For God's sakes. They don't want the word out that it's illegals. Oh, I thought that because that's what the witness, Melody, who's so cute, anyway, who was doing resuscitations on Keith, trying to, with her brother who was holding his leg together, with the neighbor who was a nurse. Melody's a nursing student. The neighbor, Kimberly, is a nurse. And Robert, her brother, was holding Keith's leg together to stop the blood. Anyway, that's what Melody said. The guy spoke poor English. So these fuckers take off all the time. And there's a lot of that. You're exactly right. He hasn't visited me in my dreams. I'm telling you. I'm like literally, maybe he has, but I have no recollection. Just this afternoon, I laid down though, and someone pushed him out of a car in Tennessee. I don't know what that means. I don't know, because he wasn't in Tennessee. So I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, it's very interesting, but more back to the point. I digress again. Spanish-speaking man, yes, but very poor English, she said. Very poor English. Broken English was her wording. She was an eyewitness. She was there with my son. Here's the other thing that happened at the accident, okay? Yeah, there's tons of people. Yeah, they live right there. They lived right there. Their camera didn't pick up the road. So, anyway, what was so interesting is George, who was behind Keith in the car. So George came from, I have to stretch again. And look, I shaved my armpits, you guys. Awesome. Okay, so George, I'm sorry, I have Tourette's and I go off on like little weird tangents. But George, illegals run away. That's right. George, who was behind Keith, and the car pulled over. Okay, so George was there with Keith in the last moments of consciousness, along with Melody, along with Kimberly, along with Robert. So they were there. There were other people. A car pulls up and says to George, "Did you come from Wheels in Motion?" And George says, yes. The car with the two guys that get out of the car, brand new Cadillac, come up and say, okay, did you come from Wheels in Motion? And then what's your friend's name? So George says, Keith, and answers the question, and the guys get on the phone and they tell George literally, here, talk to this guy, you're going to need a lawyer. Who shows up to an accident with a lawyer, right? Oh, who's Rick Hansen, Wheels in Motion? Oh, Rick Hansen, is in Motion is the shop. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, I'm fine. I'm not. Stop reliving this. What are you talking about? I'm going to keep talking about it. Don't tell me how to be. If you're telling me how to do it, I'm going to continue to talk about it. It's been a month. I will talk about it till I find the person, because it's my channel. And if you don't like it, get off the channel. But I will continue to talk about it because it's my channel. And I can do what I want on my channel and in my life. And I will continue to say it because we have people. I'm not here just to perform for you guys because you want me to say something different, so go fuck yourselves. But anyway, we have people that live in the valley, okay, in the valley, who will know what I'm talking about. And if they remember it, I'm going to keep talking about it. I will keep talking about it. Who says 1 month after somebody dies, stop reliving it? Do you think you're going to get over losing your child if someone comes up and runs them over? I don't fucking think so. So you're going to talk about it, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. No, she doesn't matter. She can say stop talking about it all she wants. I personally don't care if they come kill me. I'm fine. I will go across with Keith. No one in our family cares. So if any of you are like threatening out there, we still don't fucking care. Okay. So it will be known here. So you know. So come do it. Come do it. Anyway, no, I talk about it because it's my channel and I don't care if you guys care. It's like, whatever. Sometimes I talk about Mercury in retrograde and other people don't give a shit. And sometimes I talk about Baby Jack and other people don't give a shit. Whatever. It's weird. Anyway, we don't care. I'm a spiritual being. So when people threaten my life, I don't care. I obviously miss my son. However, people who are driving in the valley will have information. Maybe they need their memory jogged. Maybe they need to know what happened. Maybe they need to understand it. Exactly. Anyway, my point of the conversation before See You Next Tuesday told me to stop reliving it. Maybe well-intentioned, maybe a threat, maybe just being a hostile bitch. I don't know. Anyway, George thought it was very fucking odd that two guys pulled up in a brand new Cadillac at the scene of a death, knew that my son was at Wheels in Motion within 3 minutes of him landing on the ground, knew his name, and then pulled the phone out to give it to George to talk to somebody. Is that interesting? That is interesting. So there you go. Yeah, of course I'll do what I want on my channel. I'll do what I want in my house too. See, there's Nazis on this planet that tell you what you have to do, starting with the face covering. It's weird. Let me see. If the witness you need is an illegal, maybe you need somehow. I can't. Oh God. We put a reward out for $5,000. But we found it interesting that somebody wanted George to get on the phone. They knew George was Keith's friend, and they wanted George to get on the phone with a lawyer right then. So that was interesting. The other interesting thing, and there's a couple of YouTube channels where it is very creepy. There's a couple of YouTube channels where they put up accidents all over, like wherever. I don't know if it's different states or LA. Maybe there's one for LA, one for like Chicago, whatever. But when they come up on a shooting, an accident, a crime, a death, or whatever, it's called on scene. So they have what's called stringers on these channels, on these YouTube channels. But these stringers go out and they take pictures. Now, what I found so fascinating, and I'm going to talk about my son again, so if you don't like it, please fucking cover your ears or fuck off. Anyway, so the stringer guy who looked part Asian, okay, looked part Asian, and George saw him. George told him, parasite, stringer, whatever they call them, George told him to get the hell away from Keith. But it was interesting because somebody showed me a picture of the kid. The kid looked to be about 30, looked to be Asian, had a huge camera, did look like a police camera, big police camera. And I mean like a big Canon with a big lens, right? So that guy was allowed access to my son's body to take pictures of everything, was not connected to the police and was not the coroner. When I asked the initial officer, the one that just, you know, as a man wanted to tell me how I should handle things, that officer, when I spoke to him, he said, well, it's a public street. What I found interesting about that is, yes, it is a public street. However, you, Officer Dudley Do Right, told me I can't go over to my son and there's protocol and I can't touch my son. So camera guy apparently can sneak under the stuff, take pictures of everything and go away. Fascinating. Fascinating. Anyway, that's what happened. So that is also part of the story. So if anybody lives in the valley, if they're in Chatsworth, I know, right? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, when you're dead, you're dead. Yeah, I was told about On Scene too. Yeah, that's the name of it, On Scene. There's actual people that go around. I mean, I was looking at it and I was like, shit, there's this guy, some car crashed into, no, it wasn't in Hollywood. It was in a city called Chatsworth. Yeah, well, they do that. I mean, that's how they make their money. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, I mean, they make their money like that. No, my anger is directed towards people that tell me how to respond as if, I mean, if you've lost a child, then you can say something, but you still can't tell me how to respond because you don't know, you don't fucking know how I respond compared to how you respond, and you whine over stupid shit because you probably haven't lost a child, but you're telling me not to keep talking about it. And it's been a month. That's interesting. That's helpful. You are a scientist of human nature. Very interesting. Yeah, I know. I thought they were looking at some kind of radio thing. Or maybe it's when they call 911, they can tap into that. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about that, what they were listening to, like on Dudley Do Right. I don't know what to call him. He was like, well, it seems like it was like this. And I'm like, yeah, they can go elsewhere, right? I'm like, whatever. People are always telling people what to do. That's what the face coverings, we've allowed them to tell us what to do. Yeah, I know it's weird, but these people exist. There's websites, totally, not YouTube channels, On Scene, and there's a couple of other ones too that people told me about, which was fascinating. So, and then again, somebody did film Keith on the ground on Facebook. That's how I found that. But I'm kind of grateful for that because it allows me to see an angle and get vehicles. And then there's another tape from somebody's ring. So he gets info and interviews cops. Yeah, well, yeah, the on-scene guy does, but still, it's interesting. Yeah, I know it's so interesting what people say. Yeah, I have a different way of processing, as I said, and that's my way. But yeah, I'm always going to talk about it. Who doesn't mention when their kid dies? Do you think Jacqueline Kennedy talked about her son, JFK Jr., when he died? Or do you think she just was told to shut up and stop grieving after a month? Shut up and stop reliving it. It was a plane crash. You lost 3 members of your family. Never talk about it again. Okay. I mean, we're still hearing about her husband, JFK, who was assassinated. And when was that? In the 60s? 63? 62? Whenever that was? We're still hearing about that, right? Right. So should we stop doing that? Yeah, I thought they were listening to scanners too. People are so fucking annoying. Oh my God, so annoying. So annoying. Right? Annoying people. Yeah. Well, I'm telling anybody. Yeah, I'm telling anybody who says anything. It's interesting. I don't know if she's just stupid or said something, whatever. LLN and On Scene. What's LLN? Is that another one? But anyway, they have those and they film everything. November 22nd, 63. There you go. I'm like, yeah, 63. Thank you. I thought it was 62, 63. It went out. But we're still talking about JFK. We're still talking about Nipsey Hussle a year later, aren't we? Yes. We still relive Princess Di. Why? Because she's more important than the rest of our relatives? No. No. So get a clue, people. Anyway, okay, yeah, I know some people think JFK Jr. is alive. I'm saying I think he's dead. Don't yell at me for saying that. I just think he's dead. That's what I think. I think he's dead. Sorry about that. It's possible he's not. Can you channel Bill Cooper? I don't even know who Bill Cooper is. Oh yeah, of course. People call me about their pets that died. And they talk about their pets incessantly. Do I tell them no pet talk? No, their pets are their family. Family is family. Yeah, I know. And totally, I know it's terrible, but it's interesting. Anyway, I'm still looking for information and I think what's healthy, here's what's not healthy. If you want to know what's healthy in this world. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's healthy. Not healthy. Probably being 50 pounds overweight or more, not healthy. Smoking cigarettes, not healthy. Smoking crack, not healthy. Going to the bathroom on the sidewalk, not healthy. Tulip is good. Tulip's part of the family. She misses her Keithy. Yeah, so, yeah, crack is whack. See, but Whitney was doing crack. That's why she said it's whack, because she was doing crack. Going to the bathroom on the sidewalks, not washing for a year, walking into a Ralph's with your soiled clothes on, but you and I have to wear a mask. Homeless guy doesn't. Just saying. Probably skateboarding in a snowstorm and holding on to the back of a bus might not be healthy, okay? Might not be healthy. I would say not brushing your teeth, not healthy. I would say all of these things. I'll book you with George Norrie anytime. He'll help. Yeah, oh, that's cute. Anyway, yeah, fluoride is not healthy. There's so many things that are not healthy, okay? They're just not healthy. So many things. There's such a propensity in our planet to do so many unhealthy things that there's so many things we could say are unhealthy. Just not talking might not be one of them, but it's interesting. So now, let me see. I don't know what you just said. Paying taxes is definitely fucking unhealthy. Being an anonymous troll, unhealthy. Yeah, there's so many things that are unhealthy. Wearing white spandex without underwear, really fucking unhealthy and unsightly at the same time. Taco Bell, unhealthy. Exactly, unhealthy. Oh God. Anyway, it was quite interesting. Seriously, oh God. No, I heard you. Thank you. But see, now I'm going to talk about something else unhealthy over here. Let me look this up. And then I have to go in a few minutes. And so I'm going to look this up. Oh God, I have to remember who sends me what's text. It's like I get brain dead. And then I'm like, wait, who sent me this? Who sent me that? Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, see this one. Oops. I have to open this one. Citizens app. How many of you got this? McDonald's, unhealthy, but I do like the fries. Aspartame, certainly unhealthy. Any of you guys use the Citizens app? Anybody does that? Selling your soul to the devil, definitely fucking unhealthy. But you can't sell your soul because you don't own your soul. Luciferians are always lied to. When I see people say go into the light, I actually at this point, cupcakes. I ate like 6 cupcakes thanks to Staci too. I'm sorry, they were baby bunt cakes. I ate red velvet. I ate carrot. Well, no, it was confetti. I ate lemon and I ate chocolate and I ate them all. I put ice cream with them too. Tater tots are super fucking healthy. Tater tots are the new diet food of the century. You can thank Arlene for that one. Yeah, so the Citizens app, do you guys, I can't pull it up on here, but do you got Androchrome, definitely not healthy. Do you guys do on the Citizens app? I know, chocolate lava cake. I'd go get that right now, but you know, that can only lead to problems, really. Yeah, chocolate is pretty much what I date at this point. I date chocolate and coffee. I date chocolate and coffee. No, you can't sell your... Okay, you can be tricked into anything. I can tell you I own property. Citizens app, that's who reported Keith's accident. Citizens app, whoever reported it as a hit and run. And I'm trying to find that person. Yeah. Oh yeah, they have it on Citizens app, but I can't figure out who first reported it. The first reporting was at like 1:14. So I have tape from 1:08 when Keith hit the ground. He was dead by 1:14 for sure. Whoever reported that, I don't know if they were in the area, saw it or what. I have no idea. So I'm trying to go back. Yeah, McDonald's is totally. I have Nextdoor, I have Citizens, and I have all of them. Now I do. But what I was going to say something, and it just went out of my head. Oh my God. I just forgot. So annoying. Vaccines are unhealthy too. All of those things. I date tater tots. That's my next thing. I think I might date tater tots. I feel when I feel the information that comes out around things, I can kind of feel it in different ways. So it's interesting. But what I was going to say is when you're looking at anything, selling your soul. Thank you. I was going to talk about something astrology. You cannot sell your soul because you don't own your soul to sell it, okay? I can sell you property in Chicago, but have you seen the deed to the house? I may tell you I own the house. I may fraudulently procure documents and hand them to you as Bill Gates unhealthy, totally. Trump unhealthy, totally. I may doctor up documents. It's up to you to do your research to see if I actually do own that house. I guess that's why we have like mortgage brokers and things, but it's up to you to do your research. It's also up to you when it comes to the idea of selling a soul. Let's look at that for a second. Yes to avocados. I just saw that. I'm like, oh my God, avocados are so good. So when people are told they can sell their soul, they're told they can get what they want and they can do this and that. But to what level of what you want. If you're starving in Bangladesh, maybe you do that because you want food. So you are tricked always. And remember, Lucifer is a light of God. So I'm light of God. Lucifer is a god of light. I said that completely backwards. So when they tell you to go into the light, I'm like, I'm going to back it up right now. I may become like a Gnostic and back it up. So I don't know that the performance of what we are told, like if just because somebody says if I suck dick, I'm going to be famous. If I suck the dick and I don't get famous, I'm like, well, maybe I should have checked into it a little bit better. It's kind of a lie. So there's always lies in that propensity, but you really can't sell your soul. You can't sell my house either. I own my house. You can't sell it. You can tell somebody you can sell it, but you really can't sell it, right? So yeah, I get confused with that. However, the problem is there's a lot of people that fall into this or are tricked into it. Once you fall into it or tricked into it, how do you respond? Okay, no one has ever given me. No, you shouldn't be insulted. Yeah, I know, right? That's what my friend said who went to Catholic school. The priest never molested me. I must not have been cute. Really bad joke. I apologize, but that is what he said. Yeah, so I mean, simple needs bread with mayo and avocado. So good. Don't get me started on that. I may go out. I may be out there and, whatever. But it's interesting because I think there's a lot of spiritual energy going on right now, taking people off the planet. So, yeah, trusting a politician is beyond my comprehension for people that the little minions go out and they're like, we're going to vote for this guy because he says this. Yeah, and I can tell you I flew to the moon too with my fucking wings and my, my gold feet. What is your point? Okay, wait, I have a smell, taste, touch, vision. Okay, that sounds interesting. I don't know what that means. But I'm not sure. Now I got to buy tater tots. I know. I got to run out to the store and go through the drive-through to In-N-Out. See, it's starting up again. But pixie wings, exactly. I'm just curious. Oh, I'm sorry about your cousin. I know cancer's a horrible thing as well. It's a horrible disease. We shouldn't have cancer on this planet, really. Okay. Wait, I don't even know what that means. People get sacrificed all the time. You hear the wording sacrifice in everything, don't you? You have to sacrifice to get good. You must sacrifice. No, I don't have to sacrifice anything. I have to get up and work hard. That's not a sacrifice. That's called working and doing responsible things. I don't need to sacrifice. Take that word out of your mouth and put it over there. Yeah, I know cancer is an industry now. It absolutely is. Oh my God, sweet potato tater tots. I didn't even think about that. Sweet potato tater tots. Cancer is something that's man-made as far as I'm concerned. And ask yourself, for the love of God, if you're going to get these people, you are the same people that won't eat broccoli and you're going to get vaccinated. I get into arguments with people. I would never eat broccoli. I'll never eat vegetables. Give me a vaccine. I'm like, are you crazy? Eat the broccoli and you won't need the vaccine. It's just ridiculous. I can't deal with it. Let's see. I can't even see that. I love cats too. Ooh, see, cancer's bad. Mini Reese's peanut butter cups. If you eat 6 mini Reese's peanut butter cups, it's like a whole chocolate bar of Reese's peanut butter cups. I know. The mask, I can't even. Wait, did Larry King, why? Are Larry King's kids dead? They're not dead, are they? Sacrifice means, and here's the thing. It's like a cult, a weird cult. So people end up actually technically getting murdered under the guise of suicide, car accidents, whatever other kind of thing. Cookie dough ice cream. I'm with that. Let's see. How can I eat 3K calories with a vegan diet? I have no idea. I don't know. Vegan chocolate, maybe. I know. I have to sit down. I haven't been able to sit still for a while. Take 5 candy bar. Yeah. Oh, I love candy bars. What? Did Larry King's kids pass away? Both of them? No. Wait. Yes. 2 of his kids are dead within. Shut up. What are you talking about? Why did I not know this? I didn't even know. I don't watch TV anymore. Larry King's an old pervert. This I got firsthand from somebody he perverted, but oh my God, let me look this up. This is horrifying. How did these babies die? Okay, okay. Why would they die? Why did they die? What? This is horrifying. Um, how the fuck did this happen? Was it an accident? Wait, what? He's 86. Oh, these are older kids. Okay. 65. I thought they were babies. I'm sorry. Okay, 65 of a heart attack. All right. And 51 on August 20. Oh, she had lung cancer. Okay. So they're his children, but they were middle-aged people. So that's a little bit different. That's a little bit, I love you, but you are unwatchable. Okay, whatever. I'm not unwatchable. I'm talking about Larry King. I was like looking to see whatever. That's your opinion, and you can take your opinion. You are unwatchable. That's nice. You are obnoxious. Anyway, okay, so Larry King's kids, the one that's 65 is 65. So I could see a heart attack with that. I don't know that that's a sacrifice. People at 65 have heart attacks. People at 30 have. It might be a soul contract. Yeah, the one that, how old was the other one? 50 something? Now I've got to look it up again. The girl, she was diagnosed with lung cancer. If she had lung cancer and didn't go to the doctor, you can pass pretty quickly from lung cancer. She's a she. Hold on. Okay, so she was 51. Okay, so she's 51 with lung cancer. That's a shame. That lung cancer, I guess, if you get it, can happen pretty can happen pretty quickly, I think. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But she's still over 50. So, you know, I have no idea what that is. If she smoked or something, yeah, I know, right? God, people are like, you're unwatchable. I'm fucking sorry. Are you fucking paying me, bitch? So you're not paying me, so go away. What, am I under contract with you for you to be the judge of me? I know, you're unwatchable. So fascinating. Fascinating. Like, don't turn the TV on. I mean, whatever. This isn't even the TV, it's YouTube. Yeah, so YouTube's different. I mean, I'll show you some unwatchable channels if you want to see them. Anyway, yeah, I think she's 51, so she was kind of a cute girl, but maybe she smoked or something. Or she could have had asbestos poisoning or something, you know, something else. Yeah, both his kids, that's a shame. Yeah, that is a shame. I thought it was his younger kids with, what's her name? The little kids with Sean King. I thought it was those kids. So, yeah, that's hard for him. He's probably going to pass soon. I thought it was baby kids. Like, I was like, oh my God, baby kids. No. If you're 65, it's unfortunate, but a heart attack can take you. There's, I think so too. Wait. What's fascinating if you don't have to be here? Wait, what? If you're talking to me or them? Oh, I can't even. Yeah, I know the sirens are out. Anyway, there's tons of different stuff going on. Interesting. It is a portal. I'm just looking to see how old their younger. I think their younger kids probably got to be under 30 right now, right? Sean King's kids. I can't remember. I think there's 2 boys with her. Yeah, Lisa Marie's son. You know, I have no idea if Larry King's a hybrid. I have no idea about that. Hybrid what? Anything about Georgia Guidestones? What's his name? Ted Turner put those up? Ted Turner, I think. Okay, don't know about Tom Hanks. Yes, like the video. Okay, Natalie Beatty, she already said it was... I don't even know what you're saying. Okay, so anyway, getting back to that, you can't really sell your soul if you don't own a soul. Okay, so you can't sell your soul. Just like you can't, unless I can sell you, as the old saying goes, property, swampland in Florida. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, the Black Panther star. I never watched Black Panther, so I don't even really know. I don't really know about that movie. I don't watch things where people wear costumes. I just can't really anymore. Are you a soul? Aren't we all souls? We're in bodies. I'm a pixie, actually. Now that you asked, thank you for asking. I'm not a human. I'm a pixie. Yeah, they need sacrifices. Do you have siblings? Yes, I have siblings. People want money. People want money, greed, and everything. So this is Estelle's eyeshadow from Jafra. Look, purple. Estelle gets me everything purple because she knows I'm obsessed with purple. Yeah, 39 children found in Georgia. That's so great. So great. Do you think? Yeah, I do. I'm not sure what going into the light is. I do know that we are with God. If you are a child of God, you're already with God. So you should be right over there when you die. Yeah, I know all of that. And free Britney. Exactly. I'm a pixie. But to answer your question, I think a lot of what goes on is a cult mentality, and people think it's very important to have money and power and Lamborghinis and sports stars. And I found a very interesting meme online today showing, I think it was Colin Kaepernick and somebody else that played, and I forget the other person. I just remember Kaepernick because they showed him down on his knee. It's the only reason it stuck, or I wouldn't know who he was because I don't watch it. But they talked about them representing Nike and representing all of the things and representing it all, and then showing the slave labor in China that makes the Nike shoes and they get paid 50 cents. It's like, whatever. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you for that. And I'm sorry for you. It's quite a, we didn't lose our kids. They transitioned to be home with God. So I think we're lost here because we're stuck here. So our kids are with God, they're with their home, and we are here. And that's very sad, though. 19 is very sad as well. It's just sad because you miss them. They're not here. They're not with us. They're not here. So that feels weird. Like, where are they? Because we can't prove it and we don't really know. So that's the other thing. We can't really prove it and we don't really know. So it's all up for conjecture. However, let me see. However, Pixie, exactly. So that's what flips people out. I have faith, and it sounds like Amy has faith. So it sounds like that. So when we have faith, we understand we'll go there one day. Other people maybe don't have the same faith, and maybe it's more confusing to them. Or we could all be wrong, and we could be in a cesspool of hell for eternity. That's a joke. It could be that. Sometimes I go for that. I'm like, what did somebody say to me? I forget who said it to me. If I'm talking to you and you're the one that told me this and I'm speaking, I can't remember who said it to me. But they were saying, what if everything that we're doing, wearing the masks, all of that, okay, was like the Truman Show, and it was a game, and the government money was our participation in the game, and we agreed to the game, and it was like a reality show. I'm like, God, your mind's more off the hook than mine. I cannot remember who said it to me. I wish I did. I found it very interesting. It was an interesting take, though. It was a very interesting take. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. That is how I feel about it. But yeah, so interesting. But anyway, getting back to it, I know I was thinking, what if we're in the Truman Show? Exactly. So we have a full moon on Tuesday. Okay, so it is at whatever time I just said, 10:22 p.m. in California, Pacific time. So 1:22 a.m. in East Coast time. So we are in the process of the full moon in Pisces. Now, Pisces can bring extreme psychic information, and it can bring information from the other side, and it can bring all your stuff that we're getting ready to see. It's about time they bring the aliens out, don't you think? So we could see the aliens during this Pisces full moon. And I am a pixie. Mars retrograde, it's on the 9th. I just talked about that the whole beginning of the video. Don't do your surgery during a Mars retrograde, no matter what. No surgery. No surgery, no surgery. Unless you have to do surgery, and that's different. But Mars retrograde, what's going to happen? I mean, really, quite frankly, honestly, if everybody's, I think the aliens should be unleashed soon. No, the nice aliens, the cute aliens. I don't know what ones those are. But let me just ask you this. What if everybody put their mask on and actually, tater tots ready. What if the aliens, what if we all put our masks on and went out to vote in person? Why are they trying to get us to vote by post office, which I can never get my shit in the post office, but either way, if we can wear a mask into Walmart, we can wear a mask to vote. Why can't we do that? Why can't we do that? I'll never forget about Pizzagate. I don't forget these things. Oh, and I keep talking about them. Just saying. Fake alien invasion. That's what I'm waiting for. Aliens for president. Why not? Yeah, so it's quite interesting. We'll have to see how it goes. November 9th. No, wait. Did see any of the orbs in the recent video back in July. I didn't, but I don't look at my videos. Moon in Pisces, full moon in Pisces. We can still social distance and vote. Yeah, well, I believe they push you back when you're voting, right? Don't they, I wouldn't know. I haven't done it, but don't they keep you in booths, right? Some people are still hiding under their beds. I heard that people hadn't gone out for months. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you waste your precious time on Earth? Will aliens bring diseases? Possibly. I mean, we'll have to read the paper for that. CNN ought to tell us that. Love how everything is broken down into this percentage of black people get this percentage of Mexicans get this percent Hispanics, this percent of Asians get this, whites get this. It's like, what are you talking about? I can't. I can't. Because I'm a pixie. I don't know my diseases. All right, you guys, I've got to go. Now I'm getting tired and I've got to get up early. All right, I will talk to you soon. I'm trying to get my astrology videos done this week so that I can do literally, I've been saying this. I'm trying to get you can just pray for your father's surgery. I'm trying to get my astrology videos out so I can start teaching astrology. That's what I'm going to do. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, a tater tot gathering. I've got to get Arlene over here and Bill to cook the tater tots. That's what I need, like War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, right? Oh my God. Let's do that again. Let's us do that again. Okay, you guys. Peace out, everybody. Peace. Keep the faith. God bless everybody. And again, if everybody or anybody is in Chatsworth driving up and down DeSoto in any way, shape, or form, knows anything about Wheels in Motion, knows anything about anything, please message me. If you see anything, hear anything, someone says something, you randomly run into somebody, that would be so awesome. Other than that, happy full moon on Tuesday, the 1st of September, and get ready for Mars retrograde. Okay, bye, you guys. Bye.